Oh, we're live.
No.
Welcome, everybody, and hopefully none of those stories leaked into the chat there.
Oh, they did.
Punched him in the face.
But thank you for joining us tonight. This is the Isle of Misfit Rolls, a D&D 5e actual play streamed live on Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, and the following day or two on YouTube, and then on Sunday on podcast services around the globe. And let's do our quick little introductions. Bringing out the top left there, we got the Renaissance Man of Recaps, playing Tavrook, Jake.
Oh. How's everybody doing on this lovely Tuesday?
That's not part of the script. We have no time to answer. We got to keep flowing. We're
I was
professionals.
asking the people,
That's
Mike.
the
You think I care about
viewers,
your
Mike.
answer to the question? Jesus
No.
Christ.
Chat, let everybody know how you're doing on this fine Tuesday.
Yeah, someone else answer that question.
And in the top right, we got the Queen of Slice and the Dice, playing Tali, Jenny.
Hello.
And in that middle left square on the ones and twos, playing Almis, our divination wizard, Adam.
I am the walrus.
And in that middle that middle right square, rolling the ones and twos, playing Aviana. You threw me off, Adam. Thanks. Erica.
Cuckoo Cachoo. Cuckoo.
Yay!
Cuckoo Cachoo.
That's what we call delayed gratification, folks.
That's what we call synchronicity.
And in the bottom left, the vet that makes the DMs full of regret, Gray.
Trash pandas for life.
And in that bottom right, the master craftsman himself, playing Redacted, Q.
Howdy, y'all.
More like master.
I don't see Q at all. He looks awfully gray.
Wait, that's their other... I thought Gray's bottom left, not bottom right.
Ow. Shucks.
You'll see me when it is pertinent
Time.
to the story.
Oh no. What's that?
And
I
I'm
get
in the
the
middle.
feeling you're in costume. I don't know that you are, but those are the vibes I'm getting right now.
It's Mike.
It's dramatic suspense.
And in that middle square is your DM, myself. My name is Mike, and thank you for joining us today. And now I'm just going to quickly throw it over to our... Actually, you know what? I was going to throw it to our Renaissance Man of Recaps, but you know what? I'm not going to. Because I'm looking up for a place to roll, and if I wanted to know where I could get a dice tray or dice tower, where would I go?
Well, you could always come to me, because this actual play we're about to get into is actually sponsored by me. If you guys haven't noticed, it's your boy Q, and I run Q1985. I provide tabletop gaming accessories to all forms of rollage. Whether you need storage or rollage, I've got you covered. If you head over to my Etsy, search Q1985, you'll be able to find all tabletop accessories for your needs. And if you get there and you use the promo code MISFIT10, that's MISFIT 10, you can get 10% off your purchase. So why don't you head on over there right now and support us.
And while you do that, we're going to head on over to the lore master himself, Renaissance Man of Recaps. Hit us up, Jake.
All right, Misfits. Last time you joined us on Tuesday, we were continuing our journey towards the Bay of Jourkala aboard the Sterncrest Supreme, helmed Captain Gendrick, Sterncrest himself. As pops crumble around me, it really is setting the scene for what's going on in this episode here. But we were aboard our boat. There was a bit of trouble with some whirlpools that we had to navigate deftly as a party, with Bach doing some navigating and everyone else doing kind of the physical labor part of it. And that turned out surprisingly well. We did a good job. We did some bad jobs, but it ended up being a net positive, I think. So we made it through these terrible, dangerous whirlpools, and had a bit of a talk one night over dinner, where Tavrook expressed his doubts about himself and kind of apologized to the team. But we're, we'll see where that goes from here. But outside of that, as we got even closer to the Bay of Jourkala, we came to a screeching halt at one point aboard our keel ship and discovered we were under assault by a young kraken.
There's no salt.
Did I say salt?
Assault. It was a bad joke. Just keep going.
I got that.
Damn
I've heard
you,
that.
Mike.
Don't worry.
You made me crate myself. I was like, wait, is there another word that I can't fucking say? Okay, got it. But we took down this terrible kraken just in time for Tubber to have been swallowed and dropped into the ocean, where he was rescued by his good friends, and Bach took the remains of this inky beast and made us some fried calamari, and it was an excellent time. Upon which, that same day or the next day, somewhere around there, we laid our eyes upon the gates that open up to the Bay of Jourkala themselves. So, will we make it to these gates without any further trouble? What will we find when we get to Revelon itself? Will we reveal who's hiding behind our sixth window? We'll find out on this week's episode of the Isle of Misfit Rolls.
I think the more pertinent question.
Welcome back, everyone. And if you hadn't noticed, keep an eye out for these because they may or may not be available in the not too distant future. Huh? And if hoodies aren't your things, maybe t-shirts are your thing.
Oh, he's trying to flex.
Oh, he's double dipping.
Shimmy to the left a little there, Mike.
Yeah,
I
you're
got-
right on the thing. You're right on your
Stand up.
name. So you're showing it off, and all
Yeah.
you can see is like the top
There you
little
go.
Stand
bit.
up, little twirl.
Oh,
Nice.
so handsome.
So
Look at that
sexy.
green. Oh my god.
And I'm not gonna lie, a couple people saw me wearing one of these, and the first thing they said is, "Can I get some?" Was it my children? Yes, it was my children asking for shirts, but it still counts.
Not a
Count
lot.
the sales.
I'll allow it.
It was the white going, can I just wear this one?
No, I got the wife one, and she will wear it whether she likes it or not.
How far back did she roll her eyes when you handed her the shirt?
Not at all.
Not at all. She was very happy.
Okay.
Get it.
Okay. Good.
She's
good,
supportive
good.
of her husband's nerdism. I get to
love
leave
it.
her alone a day a week, and she's very happy about that.
Checks out.
You guys only have to deal with me one day a week. Imagine dealing with me 7.
Sounds great to me.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, where's the downside?
Mike, we're on a boat.
right?
Do
I
you
guess
have
we
your
should actually
Ashcan
play
nautical
D&D,
themed
shouldn't we?
pashmina?
Oh yeah, that's right. Hi, people.
And we're back.
Ah.
Take 2. Cut for time.
All right, folks, and we left off last week as Jake had just previously mentioned before that lovely, lovely song that everyone loves. That the group has now looked unto ye horizon and has noticed the opening of the Bay of Jourkala. We're flanked because in every fantasy world, all these bays are always flanked with 2 giant statues because you can't have an opening without having 2 giant statues, right?
Absolutely not allowed.
Exactly. So, of course, there's 2 statues. One arm
What are
pointing
they?
out on each of them, pointing out to they are elves. Armored elves pointing out with open arms, welcoming you. And as you come in, you see a couple that look kind of like more armored ships, but there's no hassle as you enter the bay. And it is quite a large bay. Yes, at least 2 statues. You are correct. It might. Maybe next time we'll go with 3 or 4.
Gotta stand
And-
out. More statues.
Exactly. More statues equals more fun, right? There is no statute of limitations on this one.
Oh, that one was bad.
So that kind of night, folks. Strap in. All right, and so you've sailed nicely, and as you get into the bay, the water does calm. You are protected on 3 sides, and it is a rather large bay. Takes you almost close to another day of travel once you've entered the bay to actually get to the docks of the town of Jourkala. But before we get there, if there's anything anyone would like to do before you reach land, please let me know. Because you have about a day and a half before you get there from entering the bay.
There is.
Of course there is.
Yeah, I remembered, thankfully, without having to be prompted, that Aviana wants to go and see Almas and Mo for a hot second.
Oh, yeah. Where were you on that one, chat? You were given one job.
That's true.
One job. That's true. Yeah, but I remembered it. It's totally fine. So she's gonna kind of like, it's a bit of an awkward thing where she'll kind of like go up to them and just like a little like frown and like stare at Mo for a second. And she'll turn to Almas and go, where does it go when it disappears?
Pocket dimension.
Can it take stuff?
Only what it can carry on its person.
Can it leave it there and then get it again?
Let me check the spell listing. I don't think so. I will check.
It is not another bag of holding or bank we got going here, people.
Well, I assume it's nothing. I'm not saying, hey, look, can you grab that elephant and put it in a pocket dimension? But like,
You grab this hefty hammer axe thing that my ex-boyfriend left. Put it in a pocket dimension.
No, it's mine. I'm still carrying that around.
Yes,
No, like small stuff.
You do have a warhammer on your hip.
I do have a warhammer on my hip. It's
Okay, it's a hammer. I can never remember if it's a hammer or an axe. I knew it was one.
I just like it's nothing like it's nothing even weapon size like coin or amulet or like a knick-knack.
I'll let God decide this, but I would assume like its equipment it goes in the pocket dimension. So if it was holding something small enough, it would be fine.
Yeah,
there we go.
And so can it leave it in the pocket dimension?
No, it's got to come out with it.
Ah, okay. But you can put it in the pocket dimension and it'll sit with that thing until you summon it back out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I'm very hesitant to say yes because I'm terrified of what you guys are going to come up with.
Terrified of Erica.
I'd say there's a size limitation, right? Like if he can hold it in 2 hands, like they probably, like a piece of gold or like, a muffin.
A coin, an amulet, that kind of thing, yeah.
It's not a weapon or
anything. I'd assume maybe a dagger we could get away with, but like that'd be pushing
That's pushing it.
Yeah. I assume we could try a dagger, but like
maybe if that dagger had a broken tip, then we might be in business. Throwback.
Why are you asking all this, Aviana? What's going on?
I was just curious. Just wanted to know.
Are you trying to hide something? A body, perhaps?
Why would this? And she points to this like 6-inch tall little thing. Why would I think that could hide a body?
I don't know. You're the one asking the questions.
Why do you think I need to hide a body? Wait a second.
Where's Jenrick at?
He's piloting the ship. Okay. She'll gesture over it's like a thumb over her shoulder where I assume he's standing at the helm.
Making sure he's alive.
Jenrick's not there.
Oh shit. Well.
She's not even looking. She just points and assumes he's there. She goes, yeah, he's right there. No, it's just if I don't know, something small pops up. Just want to know if it's a trick we have in our bag. Yeah, for whatever bullshit's about to happen.
Potentially. Something small would probably figure that out.
And he has to take it back out when you call it back.
Yeah, he can't leave anything in his Pokeball.
Okay.
Thanks, chat.
That's exactly what
You're right.
All right.
Don't you know that his real mission in this whole thing is that he's got to catch them all the closets, all the different familiars he's got to collect.
Are you sure it's all the closets or like one of each race?
Just you and me.
The demon collector.
He's got a lot of us already.
And just different minor fiends. That's all we need.
Are you good over there? Is that you just got a weird question? Not gonna follow up on that or
follow up with what?
Nothing. We can try it whenever this random thing comes up again, and God knows how long.
Well, if you say it works, I'm trusting you in that
Yeah,
it works.
I mean, I assume so. Again, I want to know what you're trying to do, just because I think it's pretty fun.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna come up ever.
All right.
I just think it's
Evie,
something
innit?
interesting to know.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing right now. And
You
I
wanna
don't know
talk?
what for.
I'm just trying to be your friend. I don't see the problem.
Yep, I know you are. Yep, I got that. You fucking bastard.
Wow.
Harsh.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
All right.
And again, that awkward, like, it's not even at this point. It's just like very poignant. I just wanted to know, and then just turns in and walks away.
Classic Aviana. At it again.
I'm gonna throw out there that if she keeps being so rude to Mo,
I know.
I feel like no one's gonna like Aviana.
This is not new. This is
Hey, Vienna,
nothing new.
we're not going to do that. You're not going to keep being mean to me. I need you to fix it. Fix your attitude real quick.
That wasn't mean. That was asking about how many skills you have.
That was just Adam doing the voice. That wasn't Mo talking.
Oh, I was ready.
Almost doing an impression.
Yeah.
Surprisingly accurate. All right. Is anyone else would like to get done before you reach land?
I did say I wanted to steal a pair of Gendrick's shoes.
You didn't do him dirty like that, eh?
Maybe. I mean, he totally knew about those vampire peeps and didn't say, or not vampire, cannibal peeps and didn't say anything.
Did he?
No, he didn't.
I mean, did he know about them?
Yeah, you totally said that he knew about them.
Would you like to make your attempt at sneaking down?
No. I might go down and, like, scuffle them up a bit.
Even worse. Just
So you're
take it.
coming after me for being rude, and Talia's gonna either steal this man's shoes, who's been very kind to us, or she's gonna just ruin them. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm the one who has
I
to
thought
be
that was
nicer.
our thing. I thought that was the
Who's
thing.
the villain, really, in this campaign?
Each time we have a group, somebody has to steal somebody's shoes. It happened in Peleros. Now we've got to make it happen on the open sea.
That was a one-shot.
Yeah, it's still canon in my head, though.
Lord.
All right.
No, I don't actually. I mean, I'll do another impression tonight.
Okay.
You know, story-wise, work on that skill.
And because we are still on said boat, can I get someone to please give me that D20 roll to see if, just in case, is this
I'll
the
do it.
Bay of Jourkala is now known as the Bay of Krakens? We'll find out.
Another crack.
I'll roll one. I haven't rolled one of these d20s yet
Ooh.
for the events of the day. So, yeah, it's an 8.
I also rolled an 8.
It's a Destiny 8.
Oh,
It's
is
a
it an 8 or
Destiny
is it a
8.
16?
Oh,
Ooh.
that's the good questions.
Or a 0. Could be a 0.
Or a 0. Look at those 3 numbers and pick your favorite, Mike.
I'm going to go with whatever one is a clear
Don't
day.
let Mike pick his favorite. I don't trust it.
Mike wants us to know we do want Mike to pick, because Mike wants us to get to shore to find Q, so he's gonna pick the safest option.
Oh. I guess that could be true.
You look like you go out to do your daily fishing, and then
Mhm.
as you go to do your fishing, you're stopped by another boat saying,
Jeez.
"You have a permit for that." And Gendrick's like, "Put the nets away."
Hey, Jenrick. Why being a bitch? Make him come over here and fucking stop us, huh?
And he's like, points over, he's like, "Those are part of the Revlon army. We should probably not push it."
And I'm from fucking space. What are they gonna do about it?
Take my ID. Surprise! I don't have one.
I'm playing Jenrick. Dude, you're the smart one here. I'm just fucking with you.
And so, after you guys kind of get stopped, they pretty much just say, "Hey, unless you're an authorized fisherman, then, You have to do this outside the bay, not within the bay, as these waters are protected and technically property of Revlon, and that's about it. That's the only real issue you guys run into. And then, as we start getting closer, as it's beginning to come on nightfall, you're not too far off, and you can start to see the town of Jourkala. And as you look over to it, you see that it has two separated areas. To your left, you'll find that it's actually a much larger dock, and it has a couple larger ships into it. And you can tell that's where the large ships and like the Revlon Navy would be. Then to the right, you could see where it's a smaller kind of outcropping dock there, where smaller ships would be, and you can see that is where Gendrick is steering the boat. There are a couple islands, like not islands, but like rock formations that you do have to get that actually act as another natural break, water break, so that the docks are actually quite calm. And so the ship comes in. He tells you guys to help with the oars, and you just kind of slowly work your way through, and you are able to get into your slip.
No noise.
And he ties it off, and you guys are now at the dock. Adam, if you could, please
I will do that.
reveal our map.
Mm-hmm.
A map. Ooh.
For all the Twitch people, there is now a map where the group photo was.
What?
We're gonna post it in the chat so we can, in our
They
Discord.
can use it a small window.
Yeah, Mike, if you want to post it in Discord, go right ahead.
We can look at it in big form that way.
Mm-hmm.
We can.
Wow.
Just a moment. I forgot. I was like, I planned for the Twitch viewers to see the map, but the
Very
players,
nice.
what do they need?
The
map
magic
for.
of visual aids.
So
Ignore the heading for north. It is incorrect. North would actually be off at an angle, so don't worry about north.
Don't worry about north.
Ignore the north. So we kind of came past those rock faces, or we're kind of in those ones that are spread
Essentially,
out to the bottom side.
Okay, for looking at the map purposes, assume
north would be
is
on the
up.
right.
No, well, I know, but while we're talking about like
Okay.
where things are on the map, I'm gonna just assume like north is up. So like we're coming in from like the southeast.
Sure. Yeah, because you guys are currently heading west into the Bay of Jourkala, and then if you look at a part of the world map, you'll see this little offshoot of a lake continue further inland.
Mhm.
And so you're on the smaller dock just to the, I guess, to the north there, to the right of the larger docks where you can see the bigger ships come in. So the smaller ships do have to kind of navigate a little bit through the rocks.
Cool. Okay.
But you are able to make your way in, and you grab a small slip there. Gendrick ties it off, and he goes, I have to go talk to the dockmaster, pay for our ship to be docked here. And then unless that's it, I'm going to resupply and get my stuff. And it's been a pleasure traveling with you. So please get your stuff off my boat. And it's been fun.
Thank you for your help.
He kind of is like, no problem. And just kind of taps his coin purse.
Sick. Let's go.
Goodbye forever, generic.
It's Gendrick.
I don't think it'll be forever.
To be honest, Jake spelled in the Twitch chat. Jake spelled Genrick with a J, and I have never spelled his name with a J ever in my life. It's
It is spelled with a J.
Is
Ah.
Is there a
I'm
D in it?
How
There is a
dare
D in
you go against the lore keeper?
So let's
I do
go.
what I want. I spell everything wrong. I called that town chicken last time. Come at me.
This is Revlon, right?
You are in, yeah.
Yeah, the coast.
So Bach is like taking in all the sights atop Brutus. It's like, wow.
Question: would I have been here before?
You have not. You were further down the
Okay.
coast.
Okay.
But
Have
for
I?
a city this size, the first thing that catches you all slightly off guard is how it's not as bustling as you thought it would be.
I wonder where how we get through the Sea of Green from here.
Does it seem like it's not bustling because that's normal, or like maybe there's something else going on, like
There's a lot of people standing around. There's a lot of people that are just kind of, they don't look busy. There's not nearly as many boats as you would
Mhm.
assume would be in there. Like, it was real easy for you guys to quickly grab a spot. Like, it's pretty vacant here.
Hmm. Okay, and are we on one of these main docks here to the right of the town?
Yes.
Okay, not one of these tiny private ones though, right?
No, the first ones that like look like they're on the beach are actually quite large,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where like big ships would be going. Your cruise ship equivalent, and all the other smaller boats just go to the right side there. And there is a dock right there, and eventually you see Gendrick kind of wave over, and a dockmaster does come over. You see them discussing some business and whatnot, and then Gendrick will actually introduce you, and he goes, he goes, well met, and he goes, these are
Right.
this is my cargo for this journey. And the half elf kind of waves to you, middle age, actually a little more than middle age. He goes, welcome to Revelon. Welcome to the Jourkala. My name is Megon.
Hi, Megan. I'm Bach.
Mike spelling?
Yeah.
MESPACEGAN.
And do they seem taken aback at all by our presentation? I mean, got a hobgoblin, tiefling, and
My mask is on.
Yeah,
Oh,
a
okay,
talking
okay,
raccoon
okay.
just said, "Hi, my name's Bach."
Please, you're also on a metal dog. Don't forget that part.
Yeah, that
Yes.
too.
You see him about to ask questions, and Gendrick just kind of puts a hand on his shoulders, like, "Just don't worry. If you don't bug them, they won't bug you, and they'll be on their way. Speaking of on their way, I'd like to get on mine. So I have a list of supplies," and he just kind of puts his arm around him and starts walking away, pulling out a list of things he's looking to procure. And you just kind of see the dockmaster shaking his head, going, "No, that's going to be difficult. Oh, yeah, we'll see about that. Well, no, I might be able to get you that." And as they start walking off into the distance,
So, I guess we should just get some supplies and head towards the Sea of Green, right?
Information is probably a better start.
Yeah, I think that's our most valuable supply.
Okay. So, how do we go about procuring this information without creating an international incident? Says Bach.
Tali will look at Aviana and just go, drinks?
I mean, yeah, it's a good start.
I mean, I've never met a barkeep that doesn't know what's going on in the town.
That's fair.
What
Okay.
about that?
Yeah.
What about that one in Kamal?
Which one?
The one at the Troll's Head. We like crossed the whole bridge to go talk to him, and he was fucking useless.
Oh, that doesn't mean he didn't know what was going on. He just didn't want to tell us.
Well,
That is almost equally as useless, though.
I
to be
don't
fair.
know if
We won't know if we
alcohol
don't
at a
try.
bar. I don't know if alcohol at a bar is a good idea. Says Bach. It's like last time we were in a big town and that happened, I had to dispose of a child's body.
Had nothing to do
No,
with the
the
alcohol.
bar happened after that.
that had nothing
Yeah.
to do with alcohol, actually.
That's completely
Yeah,
unrelated.
that was.
That had to do with the school. So we'll stay away from the schools.
Let's not go to the middle school.
Let's say it's
I'd
100
like,
feet away
I'd
from
like
all
not
occasional
to stain my blood with the blood of innocence, if you don't mind. Says Bach.
Just stay in the back.
drinks. Close your eyes.
this will be
Did
interesting.
not say that.
Can't we just be friends with people?
Yes, that's what I try to do. Buck, there was a whole situation there that you may not have been privy to, and can I just say that that's not something I would ever aim to do? Like that was I didn't mean.
It's all
Can we not talk
past.
about
We're
this out
all
in the open?
different people. It's fine. I think Bach might be right. I mean, we could spend all day asking around here, but I think making moves to do what we came here to do is probably a good idea. But also getting supplies is good.
Okay, so then we
We're
have a
gonna need
couple
them.
things we have to do then anyways. Are we gonna walk the whole way there, or are we gonna find a new ride? Are we going to? I mean, again, we're out of supplies anyway, so yes, we do have to stock up on supplies.
Mhm.
So we can again just have lunch in the tavern, get info then.
I
Wait, what time is
guess.
it? What time is it? Is it late or?
Yeah.
We're getting close to sunset.
Oh, so we're gonna stay here tonight anyway. So tonight we can see if anybody at the inn knows anything,
Get supplies
B
and
space
head out.
GAN.
and then tomorrow we can get up, gather our supplies, and head out.
Yeah, because
For me, it's kind of the best of both worlds.
yeah, and I definitely need a few things. I learned some stuff, and I don't have the materials to do the spells. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we go on a shopping trip, I guess.
Okay, walking
Well, it's
like
not a shopping trip per se. I mean, it's not like we're gonna have a fun montage of shopping, but
We're gonna do it.
It should be a montage, actually. It should be a montage.
It's a visual montage, but an out of character conversation.
You gotta have montage.
So, are we gonna see about getting a cart? As we're first off, we
I
should find out where the
think we
tavern is, and then
should.
on the way we should discuss.
Yeah,
these
asking
things.
around, what's the best place to go to, Mike? What's the name tavern you have in your notes?
so.
Yeah.
Looking around, you would see that there are some dockhands around, and asking around and doing a little bit of reconnaissance, a little bit of interviewing. What I will do is get two of you to give me. One of you give me a persuasion check, and another one give me an insight check.
Can't do either of
I think
those.
my insight's the best in the group. I'll do that one.
My persuasion is pretty good.
Not that I can ever roll fucking good on wisdom checks. Okay, never mind. We're good. 18. 18 for insight.
Nice.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, so you're both up there for your numbers. So what you're gathering from your quick little, talk around, look around, walk around, all the arounds, is that a lot of the inns and taverns that are normally open tend to have closed down. Business has been hard in Jourkala recently. A lot of shipping lines have been shut down in recent weeks.
Are we getting like Via vibes? Like the werewolf town?
No, I don't think
Like
so.
where a lot of
No.
stuff is closed down?
No, this is just people have pretty much work is very scarce right now.
Okay.
With those rolls, do we know kind of when that started?
And why?
About a month ago.
God damn it.
Mm.
Okay.
And also crime has increased.
Fair. We've been on a ship for weeks, so.
But why has crime increased? Lack of work?
You would figure that, and people have also they would also motion around and Jourkala doesn't actually have much of a town guard. Normally it's the Knights of Revelon who tend to patrol the area which are based out of the capital and is the main military force of Revelon. And the problem is a lot of them have seemed to have left. And if you go around and asking a few of the knights, who there are still some of them around, that they've been called back to the capital with the impending potential civil war that is brewing. So you are getting hints of people talking about unrest at the capital and through the mainland of Revelon and whatnot.
2 questions. What's in these conversations? What's the capital of Revelon called?
Kasichi.
Koske.
Ah, Kosecihy.
Yeah.
I was not getting Koski from that.
Kosec.
It is pronounced like Kosschay. Koske. Koske. I
Those
keep
were
wanting to say
two different pronunciations you gave her. It's actually this, but also that.
I think he's deciding in the moment. Which one do you like better? Mike?
I'm going with Koske.
Okay, and that's Kosechy.
It's a more cost-effective Koske.
Chiy.
It's Kosechy.
I got it. Okay.
But I've written myself out a phonetic spelling for
And
it.
we're
so I
pronouncing
don't-
it Kosche. Okay.
yeah, Kosche.
Excellent. And then how long exactly were we on the boat?
The boat ride was about 3.5 weeks.
Okay. So 3 weeks, 4 days.
Yeah,
Can
give
we
or
call
take.
that to be safe? Okay. I keep track of how many days it's been since day one, so I just want to make sure my numbers
Okay,
still good.
yeah. So you're looking at rough around the incident in Sphere, where kind of everything went to hell.
Hmm.
Seems to about 2 months have passed.
Okay, cool. There's not a direct one-to-one of these events happening, but it could have taken that long for shit to start really popping off. Maybe it took
Yeah,
a
some
month
of it
to
may
do
have happened before, as you had known stuff in Luki and Como started well before.
That's true. That's
So
true.
you don't know what's gone out elsewhere. You guys got close to Revlon, but you never actually really went into Revlon.
Do you think the recalling of the knights has to do with
Your dad?
corruption in the capital?
I think it's corruption in the capital, based on
Or
what we heard.
why would it have to do with my dad?
Well, I mean, he came here to take care of the pointy ear situation.
Oh, so he's going to take care of the elves. Well, with the state of things around here, yeah, they kind of need some help.
I don't think that's what he meant.
Spock,
But
there's things called euphemisms that you're fine.
I think there's a
Um,
way that they're aiding.
Takes care of them like a butcher takes care of a cow. I
Oof.
believe is the
Yeah.
way to explain.
Uh,
Well,
His virgin ears.
Also, we don't know how that's connected.
He
because
ate a
we
so
don't
at
know how
any point
close
in this,
the
yeah, go
green
ahead.
I
scene
don't
is to the
understand.
capital. Like, we don't know what if Chalk's doing the green scene matters for the capital at all. We don't know
We
that.
have a world map, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We know how
You do have
close
to-
that is.
There's quite a distance.
Yeah.
Well, they're being recalled to the capital to deal with the civil war. It doesn't necessarily mean the war is going to take place in the capital.
It's true.
It just could
They're
be
just
something like that.
protecting it. Yeah.
Do we get any news about anything happening about the Green Sea specifically, or
As you travel around, you do find going further into the town. I'm not going to make you roleplay getting into the town or whatnot, because there is a kind of Jendrik has kind of greased a couple palms for you guys, and you're able to get into the city itself.
oh,
Easy.
Nice man.
He gave him 1,000 gold, so he's okay to drop a couple.
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad I didn't steal his shoes. I will say that as we're walking through this place, I'm keeping my eye out for any sort of like thieves' camp symbols and hidden bullshit, if I can.
Okay. Yeah, knowing with your history, you would know that there aren't openly and as big of a thieves guild presence in Revlon. These girls are much more of a bigger thing in Puria.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do find something, it won't be as large and intricate as thing. But yeah, I will let you know. Give me a perception check.
All right. Stop it, Roar. Natural 20
Oh.
plus whatever, like 11.
wow!
All right.
Like
Well, currently
31
you're
or something.
as you're entering the town, you don't see much just yet. But if you are with that roll, I will leave that as a little boost to your passive perception. And if something in that kind of ilk does pop up, I will be sure to let you know.
All right.
All right. So you've gone through like the little dock area. It had a couple little tackle shops and some supply shops and fresh fish and whatnot. And then you're able to get into the main part of the city. You've gone through the gates. You've entered the city. As you're asking around on what's going on, a lot of the locals don't seem very friendly and whatnot. They're not going out very much. They're kind of not happy in the sense that they're out of work. They're hungry. It's not a great place right now. But you do get a sense of merriment and entertainment and whatnot from when you get closer to the opening, like the bit of a town square. You do see a bunch of wagons and a bit of a caravan of sorts.
Is there any sort of like signage on that caravan or anything like that?
No. They're not shops. This
Symbolism
looks to
or
be like closer to like a traveling group.
Okay.
So it looks like they pretty much have all their belongings on their wagons and whatnot.
Okay.
And if you would like to speak to them, you would kind of start picking up that they're essentially leaving. They've left their homes and they've picked up some people from here. It is a small group that is. And yeah, so they're just kind of hanging out and doing their thing. They look like they're getting ready to bed down for the night. And you could hear a few of them talking about heading out in the next few days.
They just look like regular people?
Yeah,
Or like
it's quite
hardened
a
criminals?
no. It's an eclectic mix. They don't have weapons.
Okay.
They don't have anything like that you can see. They're actually what little food they do have. If they do see somebody passing by, they are quite quick to share what they have. It looks like a kind of community.
Are they
Okay.
carnies?
No,
Whoa.
they're not carnival folk. There are no rides, but they are like a traveling esque folk. But they like
Travelers.
yeah, they're an odd group of different cultures, different people. There's quite an eclectic mix of people. They look like as they travel, they collect people, not in
Not like
buying
that
and
ship
purchasing
collector
people, as more as like helping people, and people decide to go along with them. And if you go over and talk to them and overhear a little bit, you can hear them speaking of a place they're traveling to that supposedly has safety and is taking like refugees in and offering people a new land to
I will
live
go up to
on.
the
And
person saying this and say, excuse me,
yes, my dear,
where's this place you speak of?
it's just beyond the great forest to the south.
Okay.
It is a long journey, but all who make the journey will be rewarded at the end. We hear there is a place, and we've heard through other travelers that there is a place that we can go, start anew, have a place to put down roots, and it won't be easy, but they're rebuilding and creating a new place away from this. A place that where those who care not to be part of this war can go on and live in safety.
Okay, but where? Like, is it a town or?
Yes. The person just kind of looks over to Will. The person's like, "Oh, what was the town called?" They're like, "Oh, I believe it's called Not Chicken."
Are these people elves or elvish in nature?
There is a mixture. There's elves, there's half elves, there's dwarves. There's pretty much the whole gambit, other than like extremely rare races, are pretty much like the main 4 or 5 are all represented quite well. There's some half orcs and whatnot.
The main five.
The PHB. No, tieflings are not there. There are no Asimars. Obviously, no one's swinging around wings and whatnot. You're not seeing any Aarakocras or anything like that. No bird people.
Aarakocras.
The crows.
There's too many
I know,
A's
but
in
they're
that
in the
name.
air.
But they're air. The crow.
I like how he said Asimars, like with emphasis on the ass.
All Asimars have big booties. It's canon.
It's in the book.
Can confirm.
Tieflings too. I assume there's only one Asimar and one tiefling in this world because that's all I've
That's
ever
why
seen.
you guys love watching.
You know that there was 2. There was another one somewhere at least.
Tay had a fucking wagon. Don't worry.
Hey, almost.
What's going on?
Wasn't Chicken the place where all the cheese came from, or was that Trumpet?
No, Chicken's the town your father burned down.
Chirin.
But
I believe Chirin was that one.
I don't remember.
yeah,
He did what?
Yeah, he burned a town down.
Bach, I think there's a long talk we have to have at some point.
Or you don't have to at all. You'll be fine.
Or yeah, that is also true. Um, I turn back to the other guy. When did you say you're leaving?
In the next few days. We hear things through the world have gotten pretty unpleasant. And from what we've been told, and we have made friends and helped and healed a few of the Knights of Revelon, that they will be heading out soon, and they can accompany us, and provide us protection for the first leg of our journey, as they are heading back to the capital. And then once we get to the point where they're going to start heading west, we will split off and we will continue our journey. And hopefully the wind will guide us, and we will head to not Chicken, where we will
What's
hopefully
your
find
name?
fertile. My name?
Yes,
Lusander.
Lusander. Okay.
Let me just
It's
write
not.
that down.
Is not chicken a land? Is it a town? Is it a country? What exactly is it?
You can tell from the way they're referring to it and how different people talk about it. One person talks about it as a village, another one talks about it as a settlement, another one talks about it as a full-on blown city, another one talks about it as this magical, mystical place.
None of these people have been there.
None of these people have been there. It's all been hearsay and rumors, and you're not even sure if this place truly exists.
So it's like
Oh,
El
I know what
Dorado
it
or
is.
something like that.
But it's a place where the land is fertile, and everyone's given their own like area to, as long as they're willing to roll their sleeves and help out in this community, all are welcome.
And what is what is the guy that I'm speaking to? Is he an elf, a half orc? What?
He's a half elf.
Yeah.
And you put the name in the chat?
Lusander.
Lusander. Spell it how you want to.
Looose.
No, I need protection.
Lusander. It's a nickname.
This man is never showing back up in the campaign. Don't worry about his name.
No,
Doesn't
it's not.
matter.
Everyone matters.
We'll come back here tomorrow to talk,
Bro,
and then he'll just have
that's-
disappeared.
If we like him enough, they'll show up. You're right.
This is totally not a loose end. That I'm trying-
Lusander.
Good one. Good one.
We'll take that one. That
Okay.
one gets a pass.
Well, so here's our options. Sounds like these people are going where we want to go. It will take us longer traveling with a large group than it would if it was just us,
Mm-hmm.
but might be more protection. Might be better to keep some of these people alive.
We don't even know if we're heading in the right direction, do we?
Wait, where are we going?
think they are.
We're going to the Green Sea to find Chalk, and they have to pass the Green Sea to get where they're going.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And did you hear the name? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's
Well,
quite obvious.
looking at your books, and they're kind of like, oh yeah, it's in this area. If you were to pull an atlas, or where they're kind of referring to with their crude maps, because they do have maps of their own. They're, again, every map you look at is slightly different. There is no official atlas, and the proportions are always different. The distances are different. Everything's always a little bit different. But from what you're understanding, there's the Green Sea, but just north of the Green Sea is the Great Forest, which is a large forested protected area that is protected by Revelon, and it's considered like you don't head further south unless you're of elf importance. Normally, it's kind of a protected area. Think national park-esque type of thing, but they don't let anybody in.
Mm.
And you're kind of getting an impression from what these people are saying that this not chicken is between the Great Forest and the Green Sea.
Oh, so they're going where we're going.
Okay.
I'm asking.
They are heading towards that way, but they are, for the first leg of that, about the first 30-40% of it, it looks like they will be traveling with the Knights of Revelon.
Mm.
And then, but once they get to where they have to split off to head towards west to the capital, is where they've relayed to you that that's where they plan on splitting off from them. And at that point, they will thank them for their help and their assistance, and they will hope that the winds will be strong at their backs and things will be okay.
I'm just trying to make sure logistically it makes sense for us to go with them. That's all. Because I can't imagine a map in my head because I don't have that kind of mind. So,
Okay. So we go there.
Sounds like
Yeah,
it.
well, we're going there either way. It's just, are we going there with
Yeah.
them, or are we going there by ourselves?
If they're going
I don't-
tomorrow.
Think
They're waiting,
in like 5 days.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm waiting that long.
and they'll take longer. I mean, like large groups always travel slower.
On the one hand, we can afford a cart. On the other hand, we wouldn't have to worry about renting one or buying anything else. You don't have to worry about most of our supplies, though.
Also, also, if we go with them, it's less likely that we're going to be attacked en route.
It's very true.
Strength in numbers and all.
And if we are there, we can handle it anyway.
Most of these people don't look like fighters, though. I think we'd be doing a lot of protecting them.
I guess.
Knights leave.
Yeah.
But are any of us overly familiar with the region? Like, no offense, but like, somebody might do foraging one night and bring something back to camp to eat that's horribly poisonous. We don't know the local flora and fauna, right?
True.
They would if they forage. If we even bother to forage, because we can supply up here. If there's another town between here and where we're going, then we just resupply on non-forageable goods.
Yeah, and we can talk about this once we get
I guess.
to any place to sit down, and not in front of this group of people.
Well, I figure we
Lou.
left. Oh, are we still here? I thought we had walked away and
Yeah,
having a conversation.
I hadn't finished talking to Lou.
Okay, so we're off to the side having this conversation.
Yeah.
While you're doing...
Not a problem. If you want to have like a little sidebar, these people are incredibly polite, and if you look like you want to have some space, they're like, "Oh, no problem. This is a conversation between you and your friends. When we understand," and they just would go back to what they're doing and just kind of amongst themselves talking, sharing, helping each other.
Okay. Hey.
If two of you want to give me a insight check on these people,
It's getting weird vibes from the sharing cult.
Weird.
I got it.
Since I'm talking to them.
Zoinks. Oh, see, there's the wisdom roll. Never mind. 7.
Ew.
Hold on. Insight. That's 15.
$15. Okay.
Yeah, 15.
Much better than mine.
7's not that bad.
so what was the highest roll? Sorry,
15.
15. You're getting a good vibe off these people. Like they seem like solid folk. Like they don't, and like as Tavrook was talking about, he doesn't think they'd be able to defend themselves. They very much do not look like fighters. Like if someone were to push them and try to take their things, they would probably help them load it into their cart.
Oh, so you're saying free cart?
You're gonna say, so you're saying they're Canadian?
Well,
no.
Well, oh no. So what the point though is that we can either finance an entire expedition for ourselves, all of the food, all of our own cart, all of our own horses, all the food for the horses, but we might get there faster. But we'll probably get there faster. Or we stick with them and we make sure as few people die. I mean, not a few people die. As few people die as possible.
She said it.
Why would
Make sure we kill at least 3 of them.
No. Chalk, we've been on a boat for like 3 weeks. I've lost my mind.
I heard as for you.
Aviana's a monster.
We knew that.
How large is this group, Mike? If we're eyeballing.
Of the travelers?
Yeah.
Just eyeballing a good 50, 60 people.
Okay.
So we keep an eye on them, but on the other hand, based on how they're acting, it's free passage. We don't have to pay for carts. We don't have to pay for food. Probably don't have to pay for anything, really.
It's a small traveling community.
We don't have to worry about tending to anything. We just travel and defend.
I think we're overthinking the situation. We should just put it to a vote and be done with it.
I mean, we can always come back in the morning because we still need to find supplies and see if there's
and find somewhere we could
an inn.
probably stay with them for the night if we wanted to be cheap. But I would
It's an
like a bed after being on a boat for that long.
Yeah.
So let's go find an inn. We can
Well,
figure it out.
I was trying to ask Lou, or Lou Sander,
Yes.
while y'all were having that sidebar. Hey, Lou, was it?
Yes.
Do you know of any place that we could, get something to eat? Maybe find a bed.
Oh, you're welcome to partake in
Restock
our
our
food. We
supplies?
have like soups being cooked and whatnot like that. But
Is
I understand if you're looking for something a little more fancier and probably more to what you're used to. Yes, there's a few inns. We've only been here a week or two ourselves.
oh, where did you come from originally?
We have come from the northwest.
Mm.
There was some trouble over there, and we've collected a few more people along the way. And then we've traveled to a few villages, and every village we go to, we normally pick up a few who would like to join us. People
Sort
who
of
are
trouble.
the downtrodden.
What sort of trouble was there?
They'll kind of go in that, like, crops were spoiled, and like a
Oh,
lot of them are like farmers, and like the earth, the ground had turned on. Not turned on them. That's the wrong way. It makes make it sound aggressive. But the yields had not been
you
that
can't say
good.
that in D&D. We'll assume that the ground is sentient
Yeah,
and trying to kill us.
but like it is again going into summer, and it's still unseasonably chilled and cold. And he goes, it had rained for quite some time, and then the rain turned to snow, which was did a flash freeze and just pretty much destroyed most of their crops. There were like the animals were more aggressive, and the odd bit of bandits here and there, but nothing. Good people have been forced to do bad things. He would kind of say it's not their fault. This is just
Yeah.
the way things are going, and we heard of a place further south where it's still warm, the fields are fertile, and where you will not be troubled, and you will be rewarded for those who put in a hard day's work.
I ask, where did you hear this from?
Through rumors, and we are told through other travelers, and we've even heard through the knights have confirmed what we've heard.
So, very interesting. Well,
Our priest had even mentioned that this place might be a good thing. He was one of our priests of Terra, said it came to him in a vision.
and what was his name?
Our priest?
He has a name, right?
Yes. Father Teximus.
Maximus. Ooh.
Teximus.
I was waiting for it to be Chakunatuk.
No, that was who we saw in the vision.
Well, and I'm gonna like slap a hand on his shoulder and go, well, Lou, the key is to stay positive, right?
Yes. Positivity is always the way.
Yes. This is the way. Well, I'll see you around. I'm
If you're
gonna.
looking for a place to stay, there are a few inns that are still open, and he points in like a direction there.
Oh.
And he'll, if you want, he can give you a couple names of ones
Yes,
that are
please.
still open.
Yes. I will take all those names.
And he goes, "So if you're looking for a place to bed down, there's the Jourkala Inn, the Jerk
Good
In and
name.
Out,
I want to stay there.
the Revelon Rest Pit, and if you're any place, if you're into the, I'm trying to think of how he would refer to
Jerk
his
or
alcohol.
Jork?
Jork
Okay.
Inn, as in like
Jork In and
Jourkala
Out.
Inn,
Oh, okay.
Jork Inn, like Jerkin.
Yeah.
It's a play on
And then
jerkin.
INN.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
But is it also a play on In-N-Out? Because isn't that a burger place?
Yes.
Yes, that is not here. We are not blessed to have In-N-Outs.
So what was that third place? Revlon
Respite.
Respite. Oh, very nice.
Is that a
And
chain?
then-
That seems like a chain.
And then he will let you know about a few establishments where you can get food and drink. There's the aptly named Jourkala Tavern. There's the Sailor's Swill, which is on near the docks. And then there's in a nicer, closer to the higher end docks, there's the Bay Breeze.
Do you know of any shops around, magical or otherwise?
Oh, those kinds of special things have mostly been removed from the city, and they've been brought back under the guard of the Knights of Revlon to back to the capital.
Oh, well,
Why would you need such things?
I like window shopping.
Oh.
They've
Well, we've
always
come
got
across
such
many
cool
wares.
stuff that they put on display and they'll like demonstrate it for you. It's actually kind of cool. You don't have to be magical to go in and enjoy magical items.
Well, if there are a few small shops still open, like just general stores and whatnot. And then these people also say, we've also come across certain things, or if there's something you look for, I can ask one of my brothers or sisters or whatnot that they can looking for. Like, what are you looking for? I might be pointing in the right direction. Out of character. What are you looking for?
Oh, out of character? I think I need coal or something to
Charcoal?
do.
Components.
Yeah, I need component shit.
Talking around. Lou, he likes you. He's getting good vibes. He doesn't think you're going to steal his shoes.
And I mean, Tali always puts out the best vibes.
If you're looking for that, he can talk to a few people because there is a couple artists and people like that traveling with him who do use high-end charcoals for their painting and drawing and whatnot. And sketching, not painting, but drawing and sketching. And they probably have about, amongst the caravan, they'd be willing to part with about 50 gold worth. If you're probably trying to get to about, what, 200-ish? I believe is if you're trying to do the Find Familiar spell.
I think it's 50. Either 10 or 50. Something like that. It's not.
I think it's 10.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cheap.
then you'd be able to put that together.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If it's 50 gold worth, I will.
No, that seems like ridiculous amount now I'm thinking about it.
How much is it? How much do I have?
You have
much
enough
worth
to
is
get
it?
for that spell if you'd like it, for at least one cast. So like 10 gold worth of high-end charcoal.
Okay, then I will give them 20 gold. I'll pay double.
Okay, well, at first they say no, too much. They refuse your 20 gold.
But these are trying times.
Yes, but if we must help others before we can truly help ourselves.
That's what I'm trying to do.
I understand. We don't have very much use for gold as much as most people do. If you'd like to help us with supplies or food and like things we could actually use upon our journey, that would be greatly appreciated if you'd like to donate to our cause.
Okay, is there anything you need?
Mainly food and supplies, like getting ready, like hay bale, like hay for the feed for the horses and stuff like that. Some tools, some raw lumber, some supplies, extra wheels from like the wagon shop type of thing but they'll only let you buy about 10 gold worth. They won't let you go like above and beyond.
What, the stores won't?
No, if you go to give them too much, they will start just like, no, you're doing too much for us. No. They don't like to take from others. They're more of a giving people than a taking people.
Okay, then I will scale back and give them the 10.
Okay.
I I don't really have any supplies to spare right now, but if I find anything, I'll come back and help
Yeah,
you
with
guys
that
out.
money at the couple local shops, you'd be more than able to buy a couple supplies for them.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just giving them 10 gold, and then I will also go find
Okay.
stuff. But yeah, I will. I'll just say, well, it's getting a little late. Thank you for this, and I will hold up. What I'm assuming is a little satchel of like coal. And I will head back to the group. I think I also need incense too. Or do I just need one of the things?
You just need the thing worth 10 gold.
All of it has to amount to 10 gold.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, between like they're traveling folk, they got incense and they got some fine charcoals. You're able to get what you need out of them.
Okay.
So yeah, you would tell. I assume you'd be relaying the information to the rest of your party of the inns and taverns that you were told
Yes.
about.
Yes, I will. I mean, me personally, I think Jork In and Out sounds like the place to be.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
would know
see.
that most of the inns will also serve food and drink.
Yeah.
They won't have such a selection as the taverns will, but the inns will be able to get you a basic meal. And
Which one is the nicest?
the nicest
Mhm.
by far
Bay Breeze,
of the
right?
bars, Bay Breeze would be the nicest, and the other one is
Okay.
the Revlon Respite. They're both on
Go on
the
respite.
southern part of town, closer to the.
Revelon Respite it is.
Yeah, that's fine. We can go there. But if we're looking for information, the Sailor's Swill could be a good place to go. I mean, the sailors are traveling all over and could have information from literally anywhere. So it could be a good spot. Maybe not tonight because it's getting a little late, but it could be a place to at least check out before we leave town.
We still have to decide when we're leaving town anyway, so we can leave it up until it can be tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So
Hey,
Revlon
Almas.
respite?
Yeah, what's
Let's,
up?
Almas.
we're heading towards the respite unless you
Yeah,
guys
we
want
can
to.
walk and do
Should
it.
we send a message to my dad and find out like where exactly he is in the Sea of Green?
Oh, that's a spell slot. I don't know.
Why don't you
We're
identify
expecting to
some more
fight
stuff?
like another like 6 krakens today. I don't know, man.
I will. Yeah, I'll go ahead and send a message. Actually, I need to long rest my character. I will send a message to Chalk.
As you're walking, or are you going to wait till you at least get to your room to
I'm
do
gonna
this?
walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm doing is
Abruk is
speaking into
holding
my
armor.
hand, and then he's gonna speak in
No,
my
it's
ear. It's not a big-
Walking
Sending.
cat, maybe.
Walk and talk.
Yeah, walking and talking.
Okay, that's what 25 words.
Yep.
I thought it was scrying.
I got you.
No, it's no point for me to scry because I can only see him. So it's like, oh, he's standing around green stuff. All right, great.
A
Um,
lot of red on the ground. Odd.
Bach, what do you want me to ask him specifically?
Where exactly is he? Like, is he gonna meet up with us? Do we have to go to him? How far is it from this not chicken place? That Tally seems really enthusiastic about.
All right, I'll see if I can make that work. Chalk. It's
My
all
enthusiasm is out of character, by the way.
Chalk. It's Almas. Reinforcements on the way. Where are you currently? Where will you be? Are you near a place called Not Chicken? How's it going?
Or more.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
That's your sign off. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Chalk receives. Actually, Almas, as you send it, give me.
It's a third level, by the way.
Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. I don't know if third levels would matter or not. Arcana, baby. Almost as good at these. It's an 18.
Ooh.
Okay. You feel like your message has gotten through, but there definitely was some resistance,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not from the receiver, but almost like there's some sort of interference.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Chalk receives the message and can respond with 25 words.
Do you want me to send them to you via text, or would you like
Just
me to
say-
say them?
Say them out in character, please.
It's like-
I'm not doing the Chalk voice.
Flatface. Chak have lots good stuff to eat. Not chicken chaks. Lots of pointy ears and smooth skins. Flatface come to visit Chak.
3 more if you want.
No, that's actually 25.
Oh, I was counting flat face as one word.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll send another message. Okay, we're coming. Where are you? We're on the coast of Revlon. Where are you now?
Does he need to make another roll?
He does need to make another Arcana roll.
I'll make another Arcana roll, baby. An 18 again, exact same number.
Yeah, so it's going through, but it is getting harder as you try to keep repeatedly send messages through.
Mm-hmm.
There is interference.
Is it just message spells specifically? Because I've been casting high level spells and not having issues, right? Or is it all magic? It's just the
You've
spell-
not
just the
had
spells.
issues with message before.
No, I did when we were on the island. But
You
I didn't
did?
have an issue when I did fireball and stuff. So it's just the message stuff. Right, Mike? Is that what I'm getting?
You're getting it. It's from things that have to pass through long regions,
Mm-hmm.
and potentially there may be
Your
regions that
spell
have
reception is bad.
some sort of interference, or your cell reception is bad, or their reception is bad, or there's something in between.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
But you've also felt since the cataclysmic event of releasing an evil god on the world that the magic weave and magic presence has been slightly tainted.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead, Chalk. What were you gonna say?
So sorry, what was your message again?
I was just asking where he is specifically.
Where specifically are you? Where on the coast?
All right. The response would be like two words: not chicken.
I'm not gonna send another message. I look at Bach. I'm like, all right, he's fighting and doing stuff. He won't tell me where he is. When we start moving towards the Green Sea.
Okay. Is he okay?
Yeah, I mean, he talked back. So
Walking. Insight check, Holmes.
Gonna do what?
Insight check, Holmes.
On who? But you're gonna
Hold
insight check me
She's insight
I am
checking you.
insight checking you.
on what?
She doesn't believe that you
don't know where he is.
Oh, I mean, if you want to, I guess. I said I assume the Green Sea, but all right.
He said not chicken.
Yeah, that's all he said. That doesn't tell. I could say I'm not in Ohio. That doesn't tell you where I am.
The town's called Not Chicken.
Oh wait, is it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying that I'm not in the place called Chicken. I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, never mind.
You're not in Peoria? Okay.
I will fix that. Bach, he's in the place that the caravan's going.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing there?
Killing people or fighting. He's eating.
Uh,
He said eating. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember what he said
Have
now.
a 50-course meal coming his way right now. Probably
he
does
kills
not say that out
people?
loud.
Buck, we all kill people. You've killed
Fuck,
people.
Yeah.
You've shot people with a crossbow like this week.
Survival of the fittest, baby.
Chalk,
that
Chuck-
wasn't a person.
Has Buck ever
Chalk
killed a
eats smooth
person?
skins. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you knew this.
She's like an apex predator, right? Like, you
yeah.
know, a tiger's not mean. It just eats because it needs
Just
to eat.
like, I need to go think.
All right, buddy.
As walking away, it's like, oh, he actually never met Chalk properly, did he?
He didn't have sentience.
Nope, he didn't. No, he didn't. We just assumed he was there the whole time.
Deal with that emotional trauma,
Um,
baby.
As we're walking to
We're just
the
destroying this little this
inn?
child.
or the Revlon respite,
Yep.
Polly wants to keep an eye out for any store that, even if it's closed, comes off as a magic store. Like,
Okay, as you get closer to the respite, you will notice a higher amount of Knights of Revelon in the area.
hmm.
You can tell this is kind of where they're out of a bit. But there are a couple, like you do see a store that may have had magical items and whatnot. It looks like it's been mainly boarded up if you're trying to case a join and break in.
Yeah, I might be back there later.
Okay.
I'm just gonna remember where it is.
Yep. Not a problem. It's like a street or two down from the inn that you were just at, or just arriving at. And yeah, as you enter the Revelon Respite, you enter and music is playing, and you just hear the music kind of come down. It seems like there's some live music and whatnot. As you look around, you see a bunch of the Knights of Revelon. It looks like this is where most of them are staying for the evening. And yeah, music has come to an end, and you guys are free to walk around the tavern.
I'll go up to the host or bartender or whatever it is.
Okay,
Concierge desk.
it's not that formal, but
Oh,
you do see like a nicer looking bar.
we'll take 5 rooms and 5 meals.
Not a problem, sir. That will be. He kind of does a tally, and that'll be about 8 gold.
Got it.
Thank you all very much for coming. Don't forget to tip your servers.
Oh,
Back in a bit.
Who's that?
Yay!
Who's this interesting sounding
Who's that
person?
talking to us?
Sorry,
Who's this
that was
interesting
just
sounding person?
that was just the entertainment. You just missed their set, but it sounds like they might be on a little
Oh
bit
my
later
god.
on. And you're welcome to enjoy your table. There's a table vacant right there. Please have your friends party, adventuring party. Hopefully not ruffians, my friends. Have a seat and I will have a waitress come by and with food and drink.
I go back over and I just toss everyone a key.
Okay.
Food's
Hmm.
coming.
Okay.
Wait, how many rooms? You said 5?
5.
Oh, fancy.
We can
What's
afford. We
going
can
on?
afford that.
We got money.
Look,
We can avoid that.
we can avoid that. We're pretty wealthy.
Bach, are you
Yeah, we
okay?
do.
By the way,
Not really. I'm not that hungry, says Bob, because I'm just gonna retire to my room. Him and Brutus go upstairs.
oof. I'll look at the rest of us. Well, go ahead, Mike. You were gonna say something.
I was going to say, as you kind of about to, he goes, "Oh, sorry. Just give me a moment. I'll fill your cups up now. You all look very parched." And yeah, he puts a couple glasses out, and then he goes to get a drink and comes up. And then he sees the musician come by, and he goes, "Oh, 1 second." Goes, puts out another drink, and he sees one. He put out the 5 drinks for you all. He sees one of your companions leave, and just takes that drink, slides it over another foot or two to the left. He goes, "I'll get one for you, sir."
I'll take the usual, thank you.
Not a problem. And he disappears into the back for a second.
All right, I'll look at the rest of us. So, I don't know how I feel about this, right? Because Bach is an innocent child, but we're not like parents. So him being upset sucks, but also like, what do you want me to do about it, right?
I mean, yeah, like he.
When he meets his daddy, he's gonna be fucked up. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah, God.
Is it worse for him? I mean, we could have done it nicer, but is it better for him to have found out now, or when he gets there and he's just immediately confronted with it without expecting?
We should be easing him into it.
We should have maybe a little eased him. Mm.
I mean, he ain't got much longer. You know, it's not gonna be too much time. We're gonna be there.
Kind of thought we had been.
Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, like, I didn't realize that he. I mean, I know that he is different than he was when we first got him, but I assumed he would still have memories from before he could speak and would kind of know what Chalk's about. So that's why I wasn't really trying to use a filter.
I think it's the best we can do for now. I guess is
Yeah.
let him. Do we leave him alone entirely?
I
I
mean,
don't
I
with
think.
the kid.
Well, I mean, I've got a little sister, and I mean,
You're
I
volunteering.
What do you-
think right now,
You're volunteering,
what
so
I
what do
am
you-
saying is that maybe we give him a little space tonight, or at least, half an hour or so to collect his thoughts, and then someone, not me, but
Not
someone.
why not? You just said you.
You've
have
always
a
said
little
you're the most
sister.
charismatic. You always point
And-
out that your charisma score is better than ours. Why would it? Why would it be us?
That's annoying sometimes. I love him, but he asks so many questions, and
I
I'm
mean,
just not.
I can
I'm
try
more of
if
a
you don't
question
want to.
asker than a question answerer, if you know what I mean.
I mean, he is like a month old.
I know.
Teverick, did you want to?
I'll do it if I have to.
He's got that big dad energy.
Tavrook does have the big dad energy.
Tolly leans over and points at everyone and is like, "You get me drunk enough, I'll do nearly anything."
I feel like
I don't think a
that's
drunk person
not-
is the right person to consult someone who's.
Yeah.
But I'm also not sure I'm the best person to pull someone out of anything. But I mean, I can try
God.
if you guys don't want to.
Emos.
We can be there. We can be there. I guess we can do it together.
I
He's
like that.
poor. What do you want from me?
I don't need to get drunk. Just give me a couple of drinks. So
I could send Mo to talk to him.
that is a great idea.
No, that's a bad. I mean, Mo's my
It's a
son,
really-
and he's
it's a
fucked
really
up.
bad idea.
What's your son? Okay.
But it's two fucked up sons commiserating together. Isn't that doesn't he needs someone else like him, I think. Brutus is a robot machine.
Okay. So
Thing.
we'll.
Hey, so what's up with this band?
I was saying maybe this random musician will talk to him for us.
Well, as you all kind of look for your conversation, the bartender does return, and he's just like starts pouring you all your drinks and whatnot.
Hey bartender, do you have any advice on how to ease a 4-year a small child into understanding that his father eats people for a living to survive?
Whoa,
No, that's not
she's-
being asked. That's Erica being facetious.
Okay.
So the bartender is
Good
gonna
to
pour
know.
you all your like a glass of wine type of thing, and then he goes, "Mr. Quill," and pours a 5th glass.
Thank you.
And as you look to your right and you see this musician who has just come off stage standing to your right, what do they see?
Is that a
Yeah.
bird?
I'll post the picture in chat.
Ooh,
Ooh.
God damn.
But you'll still have to explain it for the audio
But,
listeners.
Yes.
And then I will
Yes.
explain it for
Ready
the
for this
audio
picture, though.
listeners as well.
It's so exciting.
No.
I guess so, right? Like it's kind of mildly exciting.
Been trying to guess this for months.
Yeah.
And by trying to guess, I mean we whine at Q to give us more information, and he says no.
As a
Ooh.
one-time real life bar musician, I'm fucking in.
Oh, that's so
yeah.
cute.
So what you see is about a 6 foot tall, all black, what would look like
Noise.
very leopard, very smooth skin, and it kind of looks at you and says, "I hear y'all have a problem."
Jesus Christ, this is perfect.
It's a
What's
tabaxi
that,
for those wondering.
It's a big black cat. Hey, sir.
Oh, yes, it is a tabaxi.
I mean, you're ear
He kinda
hustling.
sits down, turns the chair around, sits down like this, and just kind of puts both his hands under his chin and goes, "Y'all need someone to talk to, then, yeah?"
I mean, at this point, we might as well let someone else do it because we ain't trying to do it. So
Well, wait, what? What did he
He was wearing cat ears. Sorry, I just noticed.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Did you find those at Toronto Comic Con?
No.
He
And we're gonna
already
go ahead.
had them.
We're gonna go
What
ahead.
him and his
shelf
wife
that.
do in their personal time is their own business. Okay.
Yeah.
I will look at him and be like, "Hey guys, I got a good feeling. You know, I'm a great judge of character, and I think we can trust him." Yeah, we had a friend upstairs who just found his dad is a genocidal maniac, and we got to like talk
Yeah, the
about.
little
okay.
rodent fella that just went running up the stairs with that
Yeah.
robo dog.
The little guy.
We didn't just find out, to be
Well,
fair.
he just found out.
He just found out.
Yes, sir. Have really good tact when talking to strangers and you're telling
Please,
people
yeah.
about
Yeah, I feel like
genocide.
this is a terrible
It's
idea.
it's a gray area. I mean, he's I don't know how to describe it without saying genocidal maniac. Maybe I judged you too harshly, Almost. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not that much different, but you know,
I
Is
look at
Mo
the
out right
bartender
now?
and
Or
I
is
was
Mo inside his pocket
I
dimension?
was hanging out on my shoulder like, oh, wait. Well, no.
I look at
So
Okay.
he's
I
disguised
look at
as
the
fat
bartender.
because we're in
Look
a
at the
pub.
bartender and just go, I'm gonna need maybe 2.
No problem, Mr.
Thank you,
Quill.
baby.
Barkeep, what's your name?
Barkeep's name?
Mm-hmm.
Florence.
Okay.
Nightingale.
Most people just call them Flo
I love it.
because they keep the drinks flowing.
Like it.
Hey, so we're telling you we're kind of dumping a lot on you here. Well,
Feel free.
What's your name though?
Well, You
Tier Quill.
the
I'm
name's
sorry.
Quick Umbrella Inkwell Leopard. My friends call me Quill.
Yeah,
Y'all can call me Quill if you like.
Yeah.
Did you say quick umbrella ink leopard?
Inkwell Leopard. That's amazing. So Quill with all caps. Because it's an abbreviation. That's what I'm putting it down as.
Mm.
Well, nice to meet you, Quill. My name is Tavruk. This is
Belladonna Fox Club.
oh, you'd say that. This is Almas. And this is Aviana.
What was the first part of his name again?
Quick.
The Q? Quick.
Quick?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Y'all look like you just rolled in off a shitty ship.
Should have met the captain.
It was a ship.
Looking to settle a spell or no? You're gonna be moving out quick.
I think that's still up for debate. At least either in the morning or in a couple days with that caravan, but undecided.
Well,
You
y'all
say-
look like shit, so you're gonna need some rest. Hey, Flo. And I'm gonna look over at the bartender.
Rude.
Yes, Mr. Quill?
You make sure they're under my name. And you be kind here.
Not a problem. I will upgrade them, no problem.
Thank you.
What the fuck weren't we upgraded in the first place?
That's a lot of sway. I appreciate it.
Shit.
It's my pleasure. People need a rest. People need sleep. Sleep is good. And he watches you like just crack and does like a huge stretch, and the tail just like flutters in the back.
I love picturing that he's 6 foot tall, but he still does like the arms out, like cute cat.
Yes.
stretch. Oh yeah, this is excellent.
Also, this works out perfectly for all the tiny meows in the background. You hear that? I hope everyone can hear that. My cat talk.
So you got a friend who's in trouble. He doesn't know his daddy. He knows his father, but he doesn't know his daddy. Is that what you all getting at?
I think you're right. I think
Can relate.
he views him in a very specific way.
Puts him up on a pedestal, but you're afraid that when he meets the real homicidal killer, and I kind of look over at Belladonna, that he ain't going to be too impressed with what he finds.
Why did you hear me? I'd never said homicidal maniac.
One of you said it. I'm just, I
Okay.
quick guessed it.
Almost
I
said it.
am pretty attractive, so I mean
That's kind of what we picture is on the horizon here.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it'll be great. We don't know. He doesn't seem to respond well when we talk about the things his dad does.
You want me to talk to him then?
I don't think that's a great
absolutely
idea.
not.
I don't think that's a good
I don't
idea.
think he'd
Since
as
he
well.
he does not know
Any
who you are, I think this was just kind of a second thing that was happening at the same time. But
Maybe give him some space.
that seems to work.
See, that's what I
for-
said.
For some people.
He's got a lot crawling up to him at one time, and to have it all come crashing down at one time is going to need a bit of prep. Let the little man handle his space. He'll be all right.
I think you're right.
I usually am.
We just got off of sleeping on shitty wood and like mats, and now we're gonna sleep in like pretty solid beds. So a
Pretty
good
well
night's sleep
solid beds.
will help. That'll help. Not constantly moving while you're asleep will help. I haven't felt like actual stillness in like a month. It feels weird.
Now that
Readjusting.
you mention it, it was kind of weird walking on solid ground for a minute.
You just get used to
Yeah.
this, But now we're.
Getting your sea legs for the first time then.
Mhm.
I don't fuck with water. Not my
Well,
water
so
can stay
I-
over there and I'll stay nice and dry over here. Fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. I don't need it.
So what's your we unfortunately we missed the set here, but I see you were the talent. What's
More of a
what's
cover
the
band.
gig? Covers.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Who do you play?
Well, all top 40. Mostly. Mr. Cash. Anyone in the black coat, really.
Mm.
Okay. Well, are you done for the night, or you in
Done for the
between
night.
stuff?
I ain't gonna be singing tonight. I'm done.
Okay.
As you can see, it's not a big tipping crowd.
Kind of look around. Is it like dead in here? I know it's all the military guys.
That's what it is. It's all military.
It's all the knights. Okay.
Mainly military, in this place right now. This is where the Knights of Revlon are staying,
Yeah.
and they're all very big fans of Mr. Quill.
But they're
And
stingy. I do lullabies at night. I have a way of getting people to sleep mighty easy. I kind of look at you and I want to look around them. Are there shadows pretty visible in here?
there's multiple shadows because of it's mainly lit by candlelight, so you're getting a lot of flickering shadows on the ground there. Around the bar, they do keep it pretty open, so there's not a whole bunch of tables right up against the bar, so there is quite a clear open walkway that you would see lights from the behind a flow portray their shadows onto the.
Like I'm gonna kind of pop up on the table with my paws completely down, get as straight as possible. Can I see Tavrook's shadow?
I would assume so.
Okay.
Here's a good question, Mike. I assume my current state only affects my person. Does my shadow look different?
Your shadow is
that's a
much
good
more
question.
rounded than your figure is.
Okay, just wanted to point that
It
out.
doesn't
for
have the
you, too.
jagged things, but that part to the unless someone's really perceptive, that wouldn't especially with the flickering candlelight that the lighting in this particular facility is.
Oh, okay.
It would kind of give it would be hard to pick
Okay.
that out.
So maybe you don't notice. Thank you.
Tally has deep personal knowledge that you're not wearing a shirt.
I'm wearing a shirt.
I do take a good look at his shadow though, and I go, he's not the only one that hurts, ain't he? Story for another night, I guess. Why don't we have some drinks? Take the edge off.
You have good ideas.
Oh my God, Quill's so good.
Flo. Look at him. You walk that cute little ass over here and bring us 5 more drinks, please.
Say Mo?
You
Flo.
do flatter me,
Flo.
sir. I'll be there in just a moment. I have to go get your meals. They ordered 5. Will Mr. Quill be dining with you today?
No, not hungry.
Okay.
I'll take the extra one. It's fine.
Feel free.
Or we
And
could
at that
take
point,
it up
Flo
to
will.
Bach.
I can have it sent up to their room if you'd like.
I think so.
Can I see your room keys again, sir?
I hold them out on my fingers.
He kind of looks and he goes, "Okay, now I know which room key he has taken, which room he is most likely in, and I will have food sent up to his room, if that pleases you."
Send him a few furs.
That's a good
Something
idea.
comfy.
Flo's name was Florence, right?
Mhm.
Just Florence?
Mhm.
That's not a problem. And Flo quickly tops up everyone's drink, quickly puts it down on the table, not too far from the bar that you guys it would be the closest vacant table, and scurries off to the back. you see another person come out of the back that is not Flo. You've seen this person walk around. It's just another one of the another waiter comes, grabs, and then just flies up the stairs with another meal. And then Flo comes out with 4 meals and lays them down on the table.
What are we drinking, by the way?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've
Wine.
It's wine. It's just wine.
It's wine. Okay.
It's high end wine.
Holly's first sip of this wine, she's gonna take the cup, she's gonna swirl it around, she's gonna take a big long whiff. And then down the whole thing, set it on the table and go, God, that hits so much better than blood wine.
I was gonna say the first thing you notice is the lack
distinct
of
lack
blood.
of blood.
Yeah, the
You-
lack of blood.
You drank that?
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
up and walk over to the stage where I can pick up my lyre off and come back. You notice the lyre's all made of what looks like a blue marble inlay on the front, and then in different lights it shines like purple and silver and all kinds of stuff. I'll just start plucking at it while everyone's drinking.
And it's almost like you're kind of like almost tuning it a little bit
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah,
Character is a beautiful piece.
they would have never seen anything like this before, for sure.
This is where you
Um,
find out that everyone in the party is a furry.
Yeah.
We have so many fucking pets. I wouldn't be
It's
shocked.
the duster. It's the duster for me.
No, that's look. I appreciate a good coat. I feel you.
You do. That's right. Amiana does appreciate a good coat.
What's up with the instrument?
How'd you mean?
It
Pretty
looks
good.
different.
You want to have a look?
Sure, I guess.
I hand it to him.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything about instruments. I'm not a bard.
What is this weird earthy?
I
Just
understand
your
what it
Just
is.
don't try to play it. Just
Okay.
look at it.
All right.
Playing it might kill you.
I'll look at it. Can I do
Eyes go wide.
whatever kind of check?
If you already roll your portents, you
I
might
actually
be
have
really
rolled my
good at
portents
playing it.
today.
You got a high number.
Yep, 2 of them. I will.
Play it.
Can I do a kind of check? Just because I know it looks different. Like you obviously gave us a detailed description about how nice it looks. So
As soon as it touches your hand, as a person who can control and manipulate and pull the weave of magic in and out of objects, just when it touches your hand, you just get that arcana spark off of this.
Detect magic.
Careful, she'll bite you.
I believe you, and I'll hand it back.
As you pull it back, I'll just keep plucking at it, kind of giving it a little tune. It's like, y'all just drink and eat. Let me do the work here.
Right inside.
Robert nods his head along to a jaunty little tune.
So I basically start playing something from like Art of Noise, like anything from that discography, and I essentially just do like calm emotions.
What
so
if
that
we're
it
like,
just chills out.
yeah, what is
Come on, guys. Metagame some. You know what he's doing.
Play Wonderwall.
Metagame
It's not
some. You know what he's
Wonderwall.
doing.
Excuse-
He's playing some Dave Matthews Band and
ugh.
some Matthew Good, and
So we're real relaxed.
Now,
I
does-
know those names. I played
Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
You're getting chilled right out.
he's just smoothing
Unless you
that.
want to save
Everyone-
against it, you can,
I'm fine with it.
but
Okay.
you don't have to. I'm trying to get it so that like I can really bamf it out to like try to get to Bach as well. It's got a 60 foot. 60 foot.
Everyone there looks like they just had the edge, like all the edges are just kind of rounded on everyone's shoulders. You see their shoulder type, so their shoulders are always up. You just see everyone's shoulders just kind of loosened a little bit. You feel that almost in yourself.
Just kind of plucking.
You see for a second, like Tabruk exhales and his shoulders kind of relax for the first time in like a month. You actually see like his image flickers just a little bit, and then kind of it goes back to what he normally looks like.
I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for
No.
That's it. It's just a really calm version of heart-shaped box.
Very nice.
I was trying to get a read on his character, like vibe wise.
Does he look like he's about to pick our pockets?
Dark and mysterious.
I think is that the vibe? Tally
Yeah,
is
like
looking for?
well,
already
just
have.
any kind of
Are we getting
insight
swindled?
check. Like, yeah, like is he on the up and up,
Give
or
me
is
an
he gonna
insight
put
check.
us to sleep and like rob us or
Take
kill
an
us?
18 for your insight check.
Cool.
Don't even worry about
All right,
wellness.
dope. That's an 18 plus. Fuck.
18 plus
Do you have
fuck
my
is my
character?
new favorite
No.
attempt to try and do math.
Because it's gonna.
Characters on the left.
Yes, I know that, but I am
Telling the
logged
truth is
into multiple
persuasion, right?
places.
If you're it's persuasion or deception. If you're telling the truth or not, up to you.
I'm telling the truth. Yeah, I'll roll persuasion.
Either way, it's high. It's an
Your
18
insight's a
plus
+3,
lot
by the
of
way.
It's
stuff.
7 on the dice, so 20,
Mine? Okay, so it's a 21.
21.
What'd you just say, Q? 7 on the dice gets you to a 21 persuasion.
I'm telling the
High
So, what kind of vibes is Belladonna Foxglove giving Quill?
You all pet the kitty.
That I'm. Who knows?
I will not. do that.
We spent 5 weeks doing dick jokes. Please, let's not just change the thing we're talking about.
No, I mean, if he's trying to get vibes from me, it's suspicion.
Hmm?
Just because that's my general vibes. I'm pretty sketchy, so I assume everyone else is equally or more sketchy.
The vibe
than
he's
I am.
honestly putting out, like if you're just kind of open to receiving it, is just like he can see that you guys you look like you're beat up, so he's just trying to just take the edge off, just chill out and do what you got to do. He seems very
Okay. But not like he's trying to lull us into a sleep and murder us.
Like I said, you can even try and save against it if you want. Like if you don't want that energy on you, which is fine. Yeah, he's cool with it.
Okay. Just checking.
So yeah, you all have your meal in front of you. I'm gonna keep it down there, Grumbles.
Oh,
Is it the dog?
Yeah, my dog's grumbling. I'm being too loud for her.
Hey, oh, go ahead, Mike. Continue your narration.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so your meal's in front of you. You have it. It's quite delicious. It's just some sort of poultry. You're not 100% sure. Probably closer to like a fattier poultry, closer
chicken
to like a duck,
meat, perhaps.
a duck-like meat.
Definitely not chicken.
Duck-like.
It's duck-like meat on one side. Then we have some crab-like meat on the other side with some frites, some fancy potatoes,
A good crab.
and some nice asparagus with just a drizzle of balsamic on it.
Oh, lovely.
While they're eating, I'm talking to Almas about my actual lyre, like what it does and what
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Or just
it's
explaining what Bard
it's the Clee lyre.
Clee lyre.
Yeah.
Pretend like Adam knows.
Magical
what that is.
item?
Basically, I tell you, like it can do all kinds of things. Like I'll point to like a G string.
Eh?
I'll point
Hey!
I'll point to a G string and I'll kind of give it like just a little ting, a little twang without actually playing it, and you can feel like a small little purple essence just and kind of makes wings and then just disappears. I'll drop it down to like an A.
Is that when you play Freebird?
That's when I play Freebird, yeah. I'll drop it down to like an A, and then you'll see like a small ring form, and it looks like flames, and then that kind of disappears. You can do all kinds of things. Her name's Jolene.
Very good name. I like that. I like the different focuses that us magic folk. Not everyone here is magic. It's really just me and you.
Well,
Hey!
Can you detect magic for me real quick, Tolly?
I lean in really close.
Maybe.
I lean in really close, and I go, "What, like this?" And you watch just like a little aura just comes back.
That's
No, I just lean in and give you like a smell, just like a.
Who is he sniffing?
Ooh, Almas.
Oh, okay.
They stink.
You got that outwardly.
I smell like the ocean.
I smell like.
You smell like.
I was gonna say salt water, but
You smell like
That's
a.
right.
You smell like a
We would
star.
have been like doing fine with bathing and stuff because you just use it's fresh water. It's free
Yeah.
real estate.
My robes
Yeah,
are
we,
nice,
we
though.
always
But
had
no
stuff
one
to drink.
specified they actually bathed
Bathed.
in
Some
the
I
three
also
weeks
didn't
on the boat.
specify that I ate every day. I
Yeah.
assume
Well,
Or
I'm
that
doing
I
the stuff
pooped
that I'm
or
doing.
had to pee.
You did specify
Or
that
did
you went to poop.
Any
Yeah, you
of
did.
one time that I
Did it
didn't
with cake.
actually do it. It was
I was
also
just setting a precedent for all the other routine poops.
yeah.
Also, so that means theoretically we haven't showered since we left period the
He's got a
Sevilla the
clothespin
first
on his
time.
nose.
This is why everybody
I
is
thought-
giving you negative vibes when you go into a town.
That's why we
No,
got
I can
fancy
make
rooms.
no, I
I
can
thought
make
that-
soap.
They
I
got
figure
baths.
I've just been making soap.
They got baths.
I
in the
thought
fancy
Bach
rooms.
had
Sorry.
prestidigitation, and does that not take care of smells?
Mm.
We're fine.
Magic shower.
You're fine. I'm just messing with
We
you.
probably smell like we've been traveling for a while, like that
Yeah.
just that like exhaustion, like a
Yeah.
little bit of sweat that never really leaves you. But
Exhaustion and regret.
I'm just gonna lean back and kind of just start plucking again and go. So what the fuck you all doing here?
Moving
What
out.
are you doing here?
Well, I live here.
You're from this town?
No, I'm from the
Not
island.
from here, but you live here.
Yeah, from Revlon, native.
Hmm.
How much do you know about the Great Forest and the Green Sea?
Enough. I can get there. I'm actually heading out that way pretty soon.
You're heading there too?
Ooh.
Yep, I'm gonna be traveling with a few military buddies. Got to connect in the city. Got a fancy invitation for me to show up. Royalty.
It seems like everyone's
Uh,
heading.
who? Just
Oh my! What was the name of that?
curiosity.
The person who you know who gave
Yeah.
you an open invitation to come to the capital and visit them
Mhm.
is, I have it written down,
Erica's
because
backstory.
I'm prepared. No, it's not
My
Erica's-
backstory's done, baby.
it's not Erica's backstory.
Could be.
The name is, it might be hard to pronounce because it's fantasy name generator. Alios Farthas.
Hmm.
Fathras?
Got a buddy, Alios Farthas.
Oh, Alois,
Ali?
Faithrus.
Yeah, that's the one.
What she said.
Okay.
Wait.
Every once in a while, I
How
pop.
do you hold on, Aviana? Who is this person?
Well, my old friends all came from somewhere, right?
Yeah. Are you speaking right now?
No, I'm writing.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, my push to talk button is my left hand, and I write with the same hand. So, Alois is one of the higher lords in the Revlon court, and he has 2 siblings. Wild,
Yeah.
make a quick guess, really quickly, as to one of who one of these siblings might be. I know like 3 people in this world. One of them is dead.
Helen?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start playing my slide. I'm gonna put the
Mhm.
Ooh.
thing on.
Can you steer guitar?
I feel like there's a tension that comes across the group as we're talking about this.
I kind of feel it. That's why I put it
I
on.
Someone hit me
I-
with the spelling in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Aloysius, whatever.
Brelic, I'm assuming, is a relative.
Nope.
Nope.
You said that they're dead.
No, what
No,
she said
it's
she knows that 3
family,
people
not-
and one of them is dead.
One of them is dead.
Oh, okay. It's one of the
no,
other
it's-
ones.
Kaloon's old family,
Mhm.
or I guess still her family technically. I don't know technically about it. They're whatever.
That name is not familiar to Quill.
Which one?
The one that
Kaloon,
No,
Oh.
Kaloon's not.
You asked me about it. I go, nope, never heard of them.
You just hear
Okay.
them talking when, I don't know if you're saying this in game or out of game.
But yeah, no, I'll be honest explaining it. Yeah, it's Alois. I don't know. I just mostly know him by name. I don't think I ever met him. Did we ever meet them?
You've never met
remember.
Alois.
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, he's a
Now,
good pal of mine. Gets
they
me to
col-
do what I need.
Oh wait, okay. Wait, I have my names all backwards. Bum, ba, ba. Okay. Wait,
Eloise
is
is
he here?
the younger.
Yeah, he's the younger. He's God. I thought he was the older for a second. No, okay, take back all of that weird tension. Like, it's okay.
Mhm.
No, it's Kaloon was really close with him.
Mm.
Like,
And every
how
time she says Kaloon, you're just
close?
kind of like you're kind of getting that vibe like you must be talking about a different person.
Yeah. Nope.
Um,
Nobody have a balloon around him.
how well do you know Eloise? Like, you?
Very well.
Oh, well, Lorelai, familiar,
Ooh.
Lorelai would be familiar. That's the name you would know.
younger sister.
Yeah, Lorelai. I know the sister. Yeah.
Yeah, I know her. She's
Oh.
she's my friend.
Who ain't
My
that a small
very good
world?
friend. Yeah, apparently.
Doo. Picking away.
10 out of 10. No one names really well.
Hmm.
Was this was Alois Kaloon's younger
Yes.
brother?
Kaloon is the youngest, I remember correctly.
Uh,
So
Okay.
Isn't Kaloon the middle?
Is she the? I don't fucking remember. Let me see.
There's the older brother, the younger brother, and I thought she was in the middle.
Wait a minute. So then Lorelai
I don't think I ever put that.
Lorelai
I don't
is-
think I put the age.
Lorelai is Kaloon.
is okay. Yeah.
Lorelai is Kaloon.
I forgot. Hold on.
Names. Mhm.
Yeah, there's so
Forgot
many.
all
Names
of
are hard.
Erica's friends have fake names.
Yes.
Multiple fake names.
Yes,
Welcome.
yes.
You only
And
know
I have
one.
all of them written down
Oh, I thought there was multiple fake names.
in my note. I know what they mean.
I don't think I ever actually put the ages in.
Okay.
So okay,
DM
so yeah,
assumptions.
officially she's the middle child. Never mind. Sorry. Hi, welcome to making up information on the spot.
But
Doo-doo-doo.
Alois is the younger sibling.
Youngest.
Yeah, Eloise. So Eloise is the youngest,
Eloise.
and then there would be Lorelai,
this
and then
the
there'd be the older
brother?
brother. Yeah, younger. He's her younger brother.
Didn't you say on the boat something about also talking to one of Kaloon's brothers for information?
Yep, that's the one.
Same one? Oh, look
Mhm.
at that.
Wait. So he knows Lorelai.
Mm-hmm. So it seems we have similar destinations here, Mr. Quill.
Have you seen Lorelai recently, Mr. Quill?
Oh, been a bit, but I'm heading back that way to go pay him a visit. So y'all more than welcome to come. I can bring friends.
Might be a good move.
Yeah.
Are you traveling with that caravan, or are you going on your own?
I'll be traveling with the caravan.
Well,
But the military caravan, not
Yeah.
the.
that is the military caravan. The whole caravan, the military is with them.
Well, there's a nice sect of people out there. Real nice people. But they're heading off to do their own thing. Military's heading back to the city on account of Civil War.
Mm-hmm. It's just like we're going to the capital or to not chicken.
Fucking elves, right? Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah, so from what you're getting at Tavrook, as you're listening to like, okay, it's like, okay, and yeah, you remember what the travelers were talking about, the group that was in the square, they're talking about, and there's a they're pretty much leaving with the military, the Knights of Revelon, and then they will be splitting off eventually, but the first leg of the journey will be done with them under their protection.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Interesting.
And
there's our
you said
answer.
it's been a spell since you've seen Alois or Lorelai?
I haven't met Lorelai.
You've never met Lorelai.
No, but he spoke very fondly of her.
Okay.
Eloise we go back.
Interesting. Well, we might be traveling together for a little bit. So that'll be fun.
Well, that'd be I said that'd be a lot of fun.
Not too bad at all. I'm actually.
You went Foghorn Leghorn there, and I love it.
Well, I'll say.
So get over here now, boy.
I'm gonna take there's already food upstairs. I'm gonna be like, all right, you guys keep talking, doing your thing. I guess I'll go talk to the child. And I guess I'm gonna start heading upstairs, and we'll do that
Do
whenever we
you
do.
want company?
No, No, go. I don't care.
Okay.
Come on. I don't. Whatever. I don't care.
Ah,
I didn't want to do it in the
fine, I'll
first
go.
place. I'm not a father.
Or
What's
are you?
Neither am I.
what-
More of a kidnapper, if anything, actually. You did
Whoa, whoa,
steal
whoa,
your
calm
child
down.
out of the 7 levels of
It
hell.
was an adoption. He chose to come.
Oh.
as he does do that, I just want to like what's the vibe I'm getting from the group? Like I want to do
A vibe check off them?
I wanna do a vibe check off them.
Give me an insight roll.
Ooh, can I
Is that-
roll?
Is that what I roll for it?
Yeah, that's what I'm going with right now.
Okay.
At this moment, that's what it'd be. What I'll ask you for to roll for a vibe check in 20 minutes from now will be totally different, probably.
All
But
right.
it's what I'm feeling right now.
That's not good. It's a 6.
They're just getting. They're tired.
Okay.
They're happy to be on land. They're happy to be sitting on a chair that's not moving. They're happy to have a hot cooked meal that they didn't have to pull out of the ocean themselves. And you can tell they're looking tired, and they're all looking. Seem to every once in a while have that look upstairs, like they're really wanting to go upstairs and go to bed. But with this incident with this raccoon, you're also thinking that they don't. They're kind of avoiding that as well.
Yeah, I wanted to see like if there's any of that bad juju kind of radiating off them, like that I've been feeling lately.
You got a darkness check?
No, not too
No,
much.
not at all. We're fine. No, there's no bad vibes here.
Okay, I'll kind of like I'll stop on the guitar and I'll give it a little spin on my finger and be like, all right, just kind of give them a once over and look. Cool, I like this.
Not with a 6,
Good.
you don't, Eloise.
One of the knights kind of comes over and taps you on the shoulder and goes, "Are we getting another performance tonight, there, Quill? One more to send us off for the evening?"
Well, maybe if you fuck us tip better, but yeah, sure, why the fuck not?
Yeah, they
What do
are a cheap son of a, you know,
What do you want to hear?
whatever, man. Just lull us into a nice, relaxing day, and I think we might be heading out tomorrow, so we all want to get a good night rest tonight. You're always, since you've been around, we all be sleeping better and feeling a little better.
Okay, all right. Keep your boots on, if y'all excuse me. And you'll notice as I get up, it takes like what would probably be maybe half a second for my shadow to kind of and catch up with me. And it almost seems like as I leave, my word kind of echoes behind me. And I'll go and sit down and just kind of tune it up again. All right. And I just start going off and when your day is long, the night is yours, and just go off into Everybody Hurts. Where I am.
Very nice. I want to see if I can notice how much these guys are tipping on average.
Would it be fair to say Tolly might already know this answer?
Yeah, they're not tipping very much. They're throwing a couple silver out, and they don't seem like they're paying for their rooms. It seems like most of their rooms are just comp for being Knights of Revelon, and they're kind of like, well, you know, without us, you know, the bandits would take over and whatnot, and just you should be happy to have us here, type of thing.
Okay, so 2 things. Tavruk 1 is going to walk up to wherever the tip. What's your tip jar?
God, I hope
Quill?
it's a giant hat.
It's just the guitar case that's kind of open at the front of the stage.
Case? Okay.
It's a giant.
I'm gonna walk up to the case and
Kicks
look,
it over.
No. I'm gonna turn around to the room and look at all of the soldiers. And I'm hoping my soldier background will bail me out on this one a little bit because there's a specific feature.
Well, at first they're looking real fucking uneasy on you. You see a few of them put their hands on their sides there and like make sure they know where their weapons is, because this big fucking armored hobgoblin has just come up in front of all of them with a menacing.
Still got a mask on. But yeah, my feature military rank.
Mhm.
You know, specific bondy things with soldier types. And I'm going to flip a platinum up into the air and catch it and then put it in the guitar case and like stare at all of them.
I'll immediately stop playing and I'll look at you. I'll give the ring a little spin. All right. As the red fades from your wrinkled face, think of all the people you've embraced. And I'll just keep going into red,
Ooh.
which is a classic song. As he does that. And I do the guitar whines, and you can hear like the echoes coming off what's kind of sounds like whispers in your ears.
Almost like he has his own background vocals.
Yep.
It's not my shadow, it's my entourage.
I'll if none of them seem to react or take heed to that, I'll just kind of walk up to one of them. Whichever one's does anyone seem like they've got rank here?
They all seem pretty low rank. But after you do that, you do see a few of them kind of toss a few silver. Even one or two of them do toss a gold or two in. It does seem like you had some sort of, you know what? Give me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. Can it instead be intimidation?
I'm okay
I
with
was
that.
kind of eyeballing them pretty hard. Okay,
That's fine by me.
Let me do the red dice, because we're doing a song called Red, and yeah, okay, 17.
Yeah, a few of them toss a few silver in, a few gold get thrown in. No one throws a platinum in or anything like that. You ain't
Fine.
that good.
I was going
But
over
yeah,
the top on purpose.
It's gone with it's gone from coppers mainly to mostly silvers and the odd gold here or there.
I'm good with it.
There you go.
You just kind of look back and you get that appreciative nod from QUIL.
Mm-hmm. Can I
And
give you a
what is-
wink?
What's the rest of the party doing? Almost, you said you're heading upstairs.
Yeah, I gotta go
I
talk to Bob.
followed him.
Yeah, and she's coming with me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna sit there by yourself.
I'm just going
I'm going.
myself,
Mine only
clicking
takes
my
like 2
nails on the
seconds, so I
glass.
go back and sit with Aviana.
Okay, so the Almus and Tally, aka Belladonna Foxglove,
Mhm.
as you head up to the room, you're just about to get there. You do a little knock on the door. And before we get to that, first of all,
Ooh.
first question for Bach.
Uh-huh.
When the meal was dropped off, did you take it or is the meal still sitting outside your door?
It's still sitting outside the door.
So you do see a meal sitting outside the door
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and you knock. You don't get a response at first. As you go to knock again, we'll get right back to that. And then we're going to go back to downstairs in the tavern where QUIL is playing his set. Q has luckily left, so it makes this scene a little
Just
harder
in
to do.
time.
Perfect timing.
To be fair, you cut away, and he said, "I'll be right back," and then you immediately cut back to him.
Yeah, well, it wasn't going to be a full cut. I was just trying to set the scene.
So
But
if
that's
you want
okay.
if you want some fancy dice accessories, to have to type some stuff, somebody please continue from that intermission moment. You don't.
If you're
Cool.
looking for dice
Thank you.
trays and towers, use code Misfit 10 at the Q1985 Etsy store. Link in the chat.
Dice towers, dice trays,
Spell
dice
boxes
vaults.
as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Aviana, what do you think of this guy?
Well, I don't know, to be honest. Not a huge fan of somebody who's just immediately friendly like this.
Reach.
But I've never met Alois before, but from what I know of him, he's a good man. And anybody who's close with him immediately puts me at ease.
That's good.
It's that conflict of, on the one hand, don't trust anybody ever, but a man whose opinion I would trust thinks he's okay. So I don't know.
And
I
this is
feel
the
better
point
just
where
sitting around him.
I'll ask you both to give me a perception check.
Oh no.
The two of us.
Okay.
Not my skill set. 12.
Ooh, wait a second. Perception. That's a dirty 20. Yeah.
Ooh, good. So, as you're listening to Tevrook, you're kind of like, yeah, and you're telling him, how you kind of have a good feeling about this, and then you look over at the stage, and as QUIL is playing, what hand do you wear your ring on? Your fret hand or your strum hand?
Fred hand.
So as he's going up and down the fret, you almost see a whisper of smoke kind of trailing it
Oh.
and whatnot. And you notice a ring with skulls on it, on his fret hand.
Oh, I got the good one.
Thinking back, you have seen this ring before
Oh shit!
on a table with 11 other items.
No.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
No.
Thank you once for joining us. Make sure to check us out next week at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Twitch. And in the next couple days, I'll figure out how to say that one nicely yet. In the following days on YouTube and on Sunday on podcasts.
To be fair, I feel like Aviana gets one final. She sees it and goes, "Oh fuck."
The ring
You
of
can get away from-
Mortimus.
You can get away from Sindrak, or you think you can get away from Sindrak.
Fuck!
You're
You
always
fucking-
there.
Why did we save him? Who saved him?
You're welcome. It's the ring. It's the ring of Mortimus.
So for context for chat, at the very beginning of this campaign, all of us essentially got to pick like this one item that's an item from one of the gods. And so they were just all laid out on a table and we all grabbed one, but we all got a description of what they all were. And one of them was from the church and there's a whole bunch of other bad stuff. But currently this random dude in a bar has one of these like artifact items that we saw at the beginning of the campaign. And it's a ring of the god of death. So we don't know. We know what it looks like. We don't know what it does, and we don't know how he got it. Because last time we checked, they were just all left behind. And currently, where it was left behind, from our understanding, is we don't know what's up with that place. But last time we left there, there was a very angry god we had kind of accidentally helped awaken, who was doing bad stuff. So I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Not good.
We can deal with this next week, but Taverick is, if he notices going the exact opposite direction, he'll be like, "Oh shit, that guy's got one of these." Like, looks at his gloves, like, bro, he's fucking in.
Mm-hmm. So the party almost has a scroll from the god of
Cognus?
knowledge. Yeah, knowledge. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
Aviana
knowledge.
has a cloak from the goddess of the storms. Tali
And
has an
Drua.
amulet from the goddess of love.
A mare.
Bach currently doesn't
Mara.
have an item, but
He does.
Bach
Mhm.
is an item.
No,
Bach
Bach
is
Bach
an
isn't. Sorry. Bach
so
isn't.
Chalk, his dad, who we've been talking about, has a bag of dirt from the goddess of the earth, and Chalk kind of was spawned from this bag. It's a whole thing. And then Tavruk has a set of gloves from the god of fire.
Gauntlets. They're sexy, flamey, hot gauntlets.
Big old metal
Long silk
metal
gloves.
rusty gauntlets. Long silk gloves go through his elbow.
Ah, yeah.
Anyway, and now this ring of the god of death has shown up, and that's not great.
Oh boy.
We'll see y'all next week.
And thank you for joining us on the Isle of Misfit Rolls. Cue the
And
music.
we out.
Yeah.